she's so fine. Hell of a ride, blows my mind. Hell of a ride, lights my day.
What's good, guys? I'm playing a little bit of catch up. I said yesterday was going to be a busy day, but it looks like it's today. So bear with me while I try to get these stories out as timely as possible. This story is another incident coming out of Harris County, Texas. I did a story on it yesterday about the deputy and dispatcher and also a constable who were charged with child sex abuse. I want to thank Marie722 for sending this to me. It's coming by way of NBC News in an article wrote by Minnie Von Burke. Texas teen family members allegedly chased down, shot neighbor in case of mistaken identity. A teenager and 3 members of his family are charged with murder after they allegedly chased down and fatally shot a man in what Texas police called, quote, a tragic case of mistaken identity, end quote. Eddie Clark, 29, died Monday after he was shot while driving through the Westminster Village subdivision in Harris County. The sheriff's office said in a press release that the shooting caused Clark's dark gray Dodge Challenger to crash into a tree. The vehicle had, quote, multiple bullet strikes to the passenger side, end quote, and was found abandoned in the front yard of a home, authorities said. Clark managed to exit the car but collapsed nearby. He was airlifted to the hospital where he died of his injuries. Joe Argueta, 19, his mother Florinda Argueta, 39, his father Luis Argueta, 45, and his uncle Margarito Alcantar, 29, were all charged with murder in connection to Clark's death. The teen and his mother were arrested and released on bond, court documents show. The father and uncle have not yet been taken into custody and are wanted by authorities, the Harris County Sheriff's Office said. According to Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, the family said they wanted to confront a teenager they believed have repeatedly vandalized their home and cars. They apparently thought the teen, a male friend of Joe Argueta's ex-girlfriend, drove a black Dodge Charger. When the family saw what they believed to be the suspect's car driving through their neighborhood late Monday night, they attempted to stop the vehicle in the street, but it was the wrong car, authorities said. Quote, the victim, Eddie Clark, lived in the Westminster Village subdivision and was on his way home when he was confronted by the Arguetas, the sheriff's office said in a press release. Eddie Clark was driving a dark gray Dodge Challenger, not a black Dodge Charger. Eddie Clark was not known by the Arguetas, and investigators did not receive any information that Eddie Clark was involved in the ongoing dispute, end quote. Joe Argueta told deputies that his mother came up with a plan for the family to stay up all night and wait for the person who had been vandalizing their home so they could, quote, deal with them, end quote, according to a criminal complaint. Alcantar and an unidentified woman drove an SUV to the end of the family's street to, quote, set up, end quote, and wait for the suspect, according to the complaint. When the uncle spotted what he thought was a black Dodge Charger, he called the family back at home. The complaint stated the family used 2 vehicles, including the SUV, to block Clark's car. When Clark drove through a yard to escape, Joe Argueta, along with his father and uncle, allegedly chased him on foot. Part of the incident was captured on a neighbor's doorbell camera and appears to show 3 people chasing after Clark's car. One person is seen in the video holding what authorities believe is a baseball bat, and another is armed with a gun, according to the complaint. The footage does not capture the crash, but the sound is, quote, audible on the video, end quote, it stated. Joe Argueta allegedly admitted to deputies that he had armed himself with a gun before chasing after the car and fired as the driver attempted to flee, according to the complaint. Clark was shot at least once in the torso. Authorities said in the complaint that he also suffered injuries related to the crash, but they were, quote, not causative, end quote, to his death. The family could not be reached Thursday at phone numbers listed for them, and attorney information was not available. Now let's picture this scene playing out from the standpoint of Eddie Clark. So he's driving home from wherever, let's say he was leaving work, headed home, which would have probably been his normal routine. He gets on this street, and all of a sudden, he's blocked in from the front and back by 2 vehicles that he doesn't know who the hell they are. He tries to drive his car to get away, ends up crashing it, gets out, and loses his life over the foolery of this family. Now, from the standpoint of the Arguetas, they've got somebody vandalizing their home and cars. And the mother, the queen of the household, decides to come up with this plan of staying up all night, has her son all hyped up, ready to do something, when her job is to calm him down. Has someone sit at the end of the street, apparently someone that needs to wear glasses, or isn't familiar with vehicles, because we've got a Charger and a Challenger, and the two look significantly different. Also in color, dark gray and black. All of this over vandalizing a home and a car. Someone lost their life over the foolery of this family. I honestly feel bad for the teenager, because when you have a parent that's telling you to do something, it's hard for you not to do it, even if you know it's wrong. It's hard. I've seen it before. Not me personally, but I've seen it before. And there's just no backing down from that. If your mama's saying do it, you do it. So I really feel bad for the teenager. As for the rest of them, I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm saying I feel bad for him. Not sorry, bad. But as for the rest of them, come on. What a foolish plan that was. And look at the end result. A man lost his life that had absolutely nothing to do with anything. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Even if it was the right person. All of that for vandalizing a house and a car? You were willing to take that man's life? I'm going to end the story on that note. Thanks for watching, guys.